Welcome to all of you in video-based IT training. In my previous videos, I have explained about the basic of Cisco switch basic configurations, port security, and many other parameters also. So in this video, I'm going to explain about the virtual LAN. What is the virtual LAN? Why we require the virtual LAN? What is the basic concept to configure the virtual LAN in our local area network? So, as in my previous videos also I've told you, almost every network today now have a switch to interconnecting all the network devices. That can be your printer, that can be your server, that can be your IP phone and your end devices like computers and everything. Providing a fast and reliable way for node to communication. In the older time, instead of switch, we use the hub. But hub is a very slow device as compared to switch, because hub works on half duplex way but switch works in full duplex way, as I have explained in my previous video. So you can say switch is very fast and are reliable as compared to hub to communicate onto the network. So you can say switch are the backbone, most common and main equipment in our network nowadays. Like you can see here, switch is the backbone that is connecting all the devices. That can be server, that can be any other device like computers, even can be printers also, even can be IP phones also, that can be n number of devices. But to communicate with each other, the center backbone is the hub, the switch, sorry. But problem assessment, when switch is able to communicate, still we are going to the topic of VLAN. What is the main problem using the switch nowadays? Look here. If we are using the hub instead of switch, if we are using the hub have a problem. All the devices in a network, in hub, all the device comes under a single collision domain as well as come under a single broadcast domain. But switch resolve one of the issue. Every port on the switch have a separate collision domain. Suppose right now we have the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 devices. So all the devices have a separate collision domain. But switch does not resolve the issue of broadcast domain. All devices comes under one broadcast domain in a flat switch network. Means, suppose for example, this machine want to send some data to this machine. Suppose this MAC address is A and this MAC address is B. Because in my previous video I have told you, switch understand the MAC address, it maintain a database that is known as the MAC database. So when any packet start from here to this switch, it will check for the destination MAC addresses in database. If it found the destination MAC in its MAC database, then it will directly communicate with only that particular device. But if it does not found the MAC destination MAC in its MAC database, then it starts sending to the everyone for the ARP query to find out the destination MAC. Either this switch is connected here and it will send to the every machine here. Switch cannot stop broadcast packet. Other services like DHCP also work on the broadcast. So all the devices here come under a single broadcast domain. So suppose if you have a big network, more than 2000 3000 machines connected with a flat network, flat switch network, so all the device comes under a single broadcast domain. Second is the security problem. All the device can access every device in the switch network, because normally switch works on the same IP. Flat switch network work on the same IP series, so every device can access any device anywhere. Like suppose this is some very secure server but connected to the same flat network. Here is some creepy guy who can be the hacker or new join. He can directly access this machine. That is create a security concern in the flat network. So for that purpose, we use the concept virtual LAN, which allow the administrator to subdivide the physical network into separate logical broadcast domain. So like this. Flat network is like this. All the machines are coming under a single broadcast domain. But if we create VLAN, so that put these particular machines on a separate network, like you can see here, this is my green, this is yellow, and this is blue. Physically this switch look like a single switch, but logically it is working like a multiple switch. Physically it looks same switch, but virtually it works like a multiple virtual switch. Means now if any of the broadcast packet generated in this green port, it will only go up to this port, it will only go up to this green port. It will not, this broadcast will not impact this yellow or this blue port. So that is like a physically what physical switch, but logically it will work like a multiple virtual switch. Like this, you can see here also switch with VLAN. Now the broadcast domain 1 in VLAN 1, and it is a broadcast 2 in second VLAN. This broadcast will not impact this broadcast. So again repeating, what are the following are the reason to create a small broadcast domain. Number 1, it reduces the broadcast domain size, so less load network resource, consume less bandwidth, because now you can see here the broadcast here only impact this network, will not impact this network. So naturally broadcast will remain only up to this, so it will not consume bandwidth on this particular network. So it reduce the network resources and reduce the load on that network. Less device receive broadcast, thus reducing the security risk also. Means broadcast in red will not go into this particular, means this machine cannot access this machine directly now. So naturally it reduces the risk also. So sensitive data naturally will not go from one VLAN to another VLAN. Host that send a sensitive data, suppose there is some secure server and placed in a separate VLAN. Like in this example, I'm coming back again. Suppose this red is my secure server. All servers are secure server. So naturally packet or broadcast within this particular segment will not go into this segment. So it will also increase the security concept and provide the better security. So virtual LAN concept, in a very simple definition, Network are designed in a flexible manner to enable the grouping based on user instead of based on the physical location. Suppose I'm taking one example. I have two buildings. Here is also some secure server, here is also some secure server. So I have placed one switch here. I have placed one switch here. Here is also some machines, and here is also some machines. Here is my secure server. Here is my some normal machine. And these two switches are directly connected with each other. So now what I can do, I can create separate VLANs. I can create separate VLANs. Okay, and can place this server in one VLAN and these normal machines in separate VLAN. So either does not matter physical location, it can be into two separate buildings, but still this data will be remain secure. I will create the group based on the security level, based on the users. So that is the basic concept behind the virtual LAN, to reduce the broadcast domain and to increase the security based on the user instead of physical location. Okay, so come some of the practical scenario. I will show you that also. Now I'm going to show a very simple example. In my next video, I will explain more about the virtual configuration, virtual LAN configuration. Look, connect it. Okay, this one give the IP also. Right now I'm going to show you very simple configuration. In next video I will explain you more about the VLAN concept. Let it be green. Okay, now you can see here, now all machines can ping each other in the plain flat network. Yes, this machine is able to ping here, and 10.0.0.1. This machine is also able to ping. In my previous videos I have shown you that every switch maintains some database. Just wait, it will take some time to update. Let's ping once more. But it's not updating. Then I think that it should be updated now. Yeah, it started maintaining the database. So this is a MAC database. So about the VLAN, I want to show you one thing. Command is show VLAN. I don't configure any VLAN till yet, but still you can see here there is one VLAN 1 that is known as the default VLAN, also known as the administrative VLAN or native VLAN, and you can see here all the ports are the part of VLAN 1. That's why I'm saying all the ports are coming under a single broadcast domain. Now what I want to do, suppose this is my sales department PC, and I want to place it in the VLAN, separate VLAN tab. And this is my marketing department, and I want to put it in the VLAN 20. So how we can create the different VLAN on a switch? Come on the switch, go to configuration mode, command is very simple. I want to create one VLAN 10 and exit VLAN 20. Now you can verify it. Show VLAN. Now you can see two VLAN has been created with the default name, because VLAN 000010 and VLAN 0020. It's very difficult for me to remember. So what I can do, I can give them a proper name also. Configuration view. Go to VLAN 10 and command is simple. Give name. VLAN 10. I want to give name first sales. Okay. Exit. And second is a VLAN 20. I want to give name marketing. Check it. Show VLAN. Now you can see here 10 VLAN and 20 VLAN has been created. Now what I want to do, I want to put this particular machine in the VLAN 10 and this particular port into the VLAN 20. Computer doesn't know anything about the VLAN concept. Everything is managed by the switch. So fast Ethernet 0 by 1 I want to place in the VLAN 10. Just put it here. And I want this particular port into the VLAN 20. So that's what I can do. Go to interface, fast Ethernet 0/1. Switch port command is access VLAN 10. Okay, exit and interface fast Ethernet 0/2. Switch port access VLAN 20. I have created two VLAN. You can see here, even I have created the VLAN 10 and 20, still port exists on the default VLAN. By using this command, switch port access particular VLAN, go to the interface, and then command is switch port access VLAN, in which particular view VLAN you want to place there. Now check that. Show VLAN. Now you can see fast Ethernet 0 by 1 is the part of VLAN 10 and part is the VLAN 20. Either these machines have the same IP series connected via switch, still the machine is not able to look here. Initially the machine was able to ping 10 and able to ping 2 and 2 was able to ping 1. Check it now. Can it ping? No, you are not able to ping, because physically it looked like single switch, but virtually these are the different VLANs. These are coming under the different broadcast domain. So it is a very simple configuration that I have explained you. In my next video I will give you the more detailed explanation about the VLAN. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.